The cards speak. Justice listens. Welcome to the unseen. Truth doesn't hide forever, not from the eyes that see. Spirits stir, clues awaken. Let the seeing begin. Behind every crime, a shadow speaks. I'm Lady Zelda. Welcome to Seeing Crime. The cards speak. Justice listens. Welcome to the unseen.
Welcome, Mercury retrograde. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We made it through another week of Mercury retrograde, and oh my goodness, it has been something. Hello, my beautiful friends. How are you? Much love to you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. It's been a week, hasn't it? It's been a week. And just so you know, I have added dear Amy Bradley to the cork board. We're going to keep her there. Or just going to keep her there. Hello. That's what we're going to do. So, my darlings, before we get started, I want to welcome you to Seeing Crime. Today is Saturday, July 26th of 2025, the last Saturday in this month. Ever for the year, ever. Time goes, doesn't it? Now, my darlings, tonight we have a show, but before that, I want to make a couple of announcements. First of all, our beautiful friends, and pardon the voice, pardon me, because I'll tell you what, it is so hot and humid where I am that this air conditioner runs constantly. And I try to put it down and then it gets too hot. And then I tried to put it up and then, well, you can hang meat in here and there's not a happy medium. So we try to just keep it the best we can. And that's why I am Miss Gravel Voice. I'm going to take a little bit of water here and I have a straw. So there we are. So thank you so much. All right, so it is a week, but first of all, I got to tell you something. Our beautiful friends from Calling All Beings, I love them so much. They are like the absolute best, and I want you to be here because DJ and Boston Bia is going to be here next Wednesday, the 30th. And we're going to talk about anything and everything. We're just going to be talking. And we're going to get caught up and we're going to see what else is coming. And believe me, I can bet you, pardon me, I can bet you that there's going to be many things happen between Monday in these cases and Wednesday. So we're going to talk to them. And I'll tell you what, I've got Bigfoot stories. I've got UFO stories. I've got paranormal stories. We've got cards. We've got EVPs, and we're just going to keep busy. I love them. I love them. Also, I want to share with you. Thank you so much. You're all so kind in the chat. I want to share with you, my voice will clear up once I get talking a little bit, that I got a beautiful painting this week. Now, it is gorgeous. And I just want to keep it I just want to say that until I ask the artist if I can show it, because I love it. And what a sweet surprise, and it's gorgeous. So thank you out there. Oh my goodness, lovely, lovely. Now, I got to tell you what, while people are coming in and saying hello, I got to tell you something funny, because first of all, DJ and Boston Bay were so kind in their last stream. I think it was Thursday night. They bragged on me, and it brought me to tears because it was beautiful. Okay, the artist has said anytime, pardon me while I get up because I've got to show you this painting. Pardon me. Hello. I'll be right back. Okay, my darlings. You remember Tim Conway from the Carol Burnett show when he would be that old man? I feel like I've been walking around like that today. Okay, here we are. This is from our own Standing Stones. Is this not? Oh, you can't really see it because of the green screen. But this is the most beautiful. And it's got these little sheep. Oh, I love it. It's quite beautiful. It's just beautiful. I'll post a picture of it, a photograph of it. You're going, I just went crazy because, well, I'm already there, but a little crazier because I love folk art type. And this just is right up my avenue, and it is going to go in my office when I get my new office, so that when I look up, I can say, there it is. There it is. Okay, let me put this down so it doesn't get hurt. Okay, that was very nice. Okay, so now I got to tell you this funny story before we get started, because this is going to get kind of heavy. All right, so last Thursday night, I saw that the cab beautiful people have were talking about Amy, and I thought, okay, I don't want to listen because I don't want any of the reading, because I knew I was going to do this, and I don't want any reading to be messed up. So I kept them on mute, and then I could see that they were ending up. And I clicked on, and they were so kind in what they had to say about me. They are top shelf. I mean, they don't even deserve an appointment with Jen to get a blowout, right? Here she is over here. That's how special they are. Well, I'm thanking them, all this other, and they're going to come on this Thursday night. So I'm thinking I'm sorry, not Thursday, Wednesday night, 7 p.m., be there, be here, aloha. Got to tell you that. Wednesday night, 7 p.m., DJ and Boston Bia, we're going to go until they can't go no more. So I love them, and I want them to come in. So that's number one. Number two, I got to tell you this funny thing. So me being me, at 4:30 this morning, I'm waking up, I'm looking through things, did my little meditation, looking through my phone to see what paranormal, what castles, because I love that kind of thing. Paranormal, what castles, what this, what that. And all of a sudden I stopped on this one, and I thought, you know what? That looks kind of familiar. And I thought, maybe it's just me. And I scrolled a little bit more. And then I thought, no, that looks too familiar. So I scrolled back and it had 525 plus thousand views on this castle with ambient music. And it was a different channel. And it was my artwork. Oh, did we get lit at 4:30 this morning? Because you know what? Don't steal my artwork. Don't steal my images. If you like it, contact me. Maybe we can work something out. But don't take from me. Don't steal from me. So the person who did that, if you're watching this to see if you can steal any more images, there's one for you. Because I'm going to tell you, don't you do that to me. How dare you do that to me? So I filed a copyright strike, gave all my documentation, gave all my original sketches, gave all everything, and they took that video down within 3 hours. That channel is monetized, and you can imagine, I told them, pay me, or take it down. They lost the revenue for that channel. Good, because I get copyright, I get struck. Yes, I get struck. I lose my ad for us saying pee-pee stuff. And they've had this thing up since I first started showing it on this channel. So that goes to show you stinkers out there that go out there and you steal people's content. Don't do it. Because it's not nice to fool Mother Nature. Right? So then after I did that, and after I saw that came down, I was walking around and doing that I am woman, hear me roar, right? Oh my gosh. And I thought, but pardon me, it happens in all walk of life. It just happens. People cannot be creative on their own. And I work on my creativity, I'm telling you. It takes a minute. So, you know what? Telly 444, I got to put this up here. I have to say, Zelda, your mods and everyone in chat are so amazing and friendly. I love your channel. Well, you know what, my darling? Thank you so much, because we love you back. Thank you for doing that. Thank you. Now, tonight, we're going to look into the Amy Bradley case. I know very little on purpose. I have not researched it. I know many are looking at this Netflix documentary. I know many are very interested, and rightfully so. And quite frankly, I'm going to tell you, this isn't the only time that I've looked for a person who went missing on a cruise ship. You won't catch my little butt or my big butt on a cruise ship. Hello. I'm not going to get stuck with other passengers. No. Y'all, if it's your bag, that's great. That ain't my bag, and I ain't doing it, because I have heard the horror stories that come off of this. It happens in everything, but, what are you going to do? You can't really run. It's not like you can just go away, right? Hello? Rachel, bless you. She's going on a cruise next month. I'm just a chicken. And I'm not a big water fan like that. So, bless you. Now, would I take a boat or a yacht on the East Coast and go from, some of those tours? I don't swim well either. And would I take one of those, what do you call them? Those little tourist attraction boats that goes down through the Gulf, goes through the, all that down in that area. And I would do that. They stop at these historic places. But my friends, I'm going to tell you, I even get nervous when I go to New Orleans, because when I went there the last time, there was something funky that happened. We'll tell you that some other time. When I've got story night, we'll tell you again. Pardon me. So anyway, so tonight, my darlings. Now, if I could gamble, okay. Because, I'll just go to the casino. All right, my darlings. I've done a little research to get us started, and this is what I want to tell you. And I'm sorry that I don't have any visuals to put up, but very soon I'm going to start reading the cards. We're going to do a spirit box. So just a disclaimer for anyone who likes that or doesn't like that or any of that sort of thing. Okay, here we go. We've got a Florida fan down here. I've got to take this Florida. I'm doing a European cruise in a few weeks, and that is huge for me. For sure, I either went down with the ship or fell overboard at some point in another life. Honey, I get it. I get it. And I'll tell you what else I have. I have that. I don't know what it's called, but I have a thing with bridges. That's another thing. But I have this thing that I see these pictures on X or Twitter of these historical ships from the 14 and 1500s. They launch them and they sink in 5 minutes type thing. But when it comes to these large scale buildings, ships, I can't do it. I would have been a wreck during Lord of the Rings. I mean, seriously. So that's another reason I can't do that large scale stuff. And the bridges. All right. So what I have done, my darlings, is, and if you're coming in here, first of all, I want to welcome True Oracle. If you're over on that side, please like and subscribe. Because I think many are losing their memberships, and we want to keep that going so we can continue to read cards for you through True Oracle, okay? And here, I'm going to start doing some little EVP sessions, members only, here in my house, because I got a lot of activity here, and we got to get to the bottom of it. So, and I'm not going to do it if it's not membership only, because trolls, I can just say that. The trolls come out from their little caves. All right, so I've done a little bit of research, and I just want to clear the air for Miss Amy, just a minute. I just want to clear the air here for a minute. So I purposely don't know, and this is why. I've done missing people's and persons cases before, and if the authorities come to me, they know when an authority. Hello, can we talk, Mercury? Thank you. When the that was fun. When the authorities and law enforcement meet with me, meet with whomever, what they do is they only give you a little bit, especially when you're a psychic when you're a tarot profiler, because kind of we have a bad rap when this sort of thing happens. So I'm treating this as though a law enforcement has come to me. And I'm treating it as though, because I don't know, all I know is just enough to know that I don't know enough, okay? Because, my darlings, I have my own Zeldon Codex numerology method that I use. It's a combination of many numerology methods, and it works for me. The other thing is, we're going to read some cards, but I'm a numbers girl. And I want to go through the numbers. I want to go through the ley lines. I want to see exactly what's going on. So if law enforcement came to me and said, we have a young lady, she's missing from a ship, and we want you to help us. The first thing that I would say is, what is her name? When is her birthday? What is the longitude and latitude of where she was born? Where is the latitude and longitude of where she went missing? And what is her birthday? And I know many people are like, who? What? What? You will be surprised at the numerology that comes out within this sort of thing. I'm going to share that with you because, hello, me and my notes here. I've got them. Pardon me. And I will continue to keep them as time goes on because, we are in a Mercury retrograde. And usually when Mercury retrograde comes, things for cases come to the surface. We're seeing that now in many other cases, like things we should know, things we shouldn't know, things we probably never would know. But Mercury does the job, and I like Mercury, just like me finding somebody who hijacked my little content this morning. It brings it to the surface. Now, the first thing that I also say is, I look into is, when was she born? Was there any major planetary things going on? Was she born during a Mercury retrograde? Did she go missing during a Mercury retrograde? She was not born during a Mercury retrograde, nor did she go missing then. But there was a Mercury retrograde approaching her during her birth time, which was a shadow period. I don't know if that is really going to, pardon me, I've got a text. Don't know if that is really going to make a difference in that case. But what I do know is where she was born. Pardon me. And it seems like I talk okay, and then I get in front of all you and I feel like I'm sitting in a gravel bucket. Do you ever feel that way? All right, my darlings. I probably should have got a cup of coffee. I could use one right now. And a hamburger. All right. So here we are, my darlings. And I'm going to start with the basics. And I still don't know the ins and outs of this case. And we're going to ask. And we're going to basically ask if Amy can somehow sort of kind of connect with us. And pardon me, I am going to put up my little thingy-mabobber here. Thank you. Tips are very welcomed and especially not required. I want you to know that. Okay, thank you so much. So, and I want to thank you all for being so sweet and kind. Here we go. This is about Amy Bradley. And if her family is watching, our hearts and minds are with you. And I want to be as respectful as possible during this, okay? What I do know is that Amy was born in the city of Petersburg, Virginia. That is very close to Richmond, Virginia. I have the latitude and the longitude. I'm not going to bother you with that. Hello. And her last known location was off the coast of Kirkhow, Netherlands, and Antilles, I think. Southern Caribbean. Who says Caribbean or Caribbean? I think it's whatever. Caribbean Queen. Caribbean Sea, and I have those coordinates. Now, what I've done is I have taken her birth location, latitude, longitude, and I reduced them into my own little Zeldan codex system. It breaks down the whole latitude, longitude, the latitude thing breaks down to the number 3. Number 3, in this particular case, now this is for her when she was born, speaks of communication, youth, divine connection, and born under a vibrational field. Now, that's really important because I truly believe, let me see if I have her birthday here. I know I do. I truly believe that she is very perceptive. I do have her birthday. She was born May 12th of 1974 and is a Taurus. So, but she's very perceptive. All right. Amy's life essence may have carried a spark of cosmic curiosity. I'm sure that it did. The inner child reaching beyond boundaries, both literal and unseen. The number 3 is also associated with the triad of the veil. Now, what is the triad of the veil? It is thought, spirit, and body, hinting she may existed in a liminal state even in youth, meaning she was very divinely, I'm going to say associated. I heard that word, associated, so I'm going to say it. Now, the longitude of where she was born comes out to a number 1. The number 1 symbolizes origin, Zel, origination, direction, and purpose. This is a point of singular focus. So she was focused. She was always, I believe, based on the information that I have here, without seeing her nor hearing about her, I believe that she was the type of person that was a go-getter, was very focused, was driven, and had a lot of purpose. She knew it. She was often connected to a soul who enters into this realm with a mission or unique path, often misunderstood. It also hints at a crossing the threshold, suggesting a calling that begins and ends in itself. Okay? Okay, let me put this to the side so I don't get this messed. Okay, so I've got some very interesting information here, but I messed it up because I was looking through it. All right. This is my gig. All right. Now let's see. I think I want to do this. Okay. So I took her birthday, my darlings, and I broke it all down. She has a life path number of number 2. Oh boy, we're gonna get some stuff tonight, my darlings. Hang in there. A life path number of number 2, an expression destiny number of number 9, which is very important, a soul urge number of 5, a birth number of 12, a shadow number 7, and my Zeldan root and triad number of 2, 5, and 9. Basically, the life path number of number 2 talks about a bridge between two worlds. Highly psychic. So I think that she was very empathic. The expression number 9 means a universal mystic associated with past life, death, and spiritual contracts. Now, I'm not really into spiritual contracts. We'll talk about that at another time. The soul urge number of number 5 means a wanderer and a free spirit. I think Amy was a free spirit. I think she was on her own, and I think that she was very comfortable in her own self. She is adorable, an adorable person. The number 12 is the hanging message. It's a karmic message of self-sacrifice and awakening. But it's also, this is very kind of got to me a little bit, because this number basically talks about being hidden in plain sight. Like somebody walked past her and didn't know it. Like she was incapacitated and didn't know. Hidden in plain sight. She also has a shadow number of number 7, which is a hidden path. And this can be, it points to secrets, cloaking, and concealment. So you see how everything is just kind of building up here. Now, the Zeldan root triad meaning of 259 is a triangular disappearance, a transformation, and a re-emergence. It is not uncommon to see this in souls who are called away before their time. For those who leave physical form under unsolved or unresolved circumstances, and rare cases where veil walking occurs. Again, we're going to talk about veil walking. We're going to talk about all these other things. Yeah. The 7 and 5 reflect a rift between realms. It means that ritually, I don't like to say that word, but that word has been coming up, ritually hidden or cloaked. What happened cannot be fully seen with the physical eyes. So the final alignment under my Zeldan system, I almost said St. Petersburg. Petersburg, where she was born, 3 plus 1 is 4, which represents a pillar. Kirkhow, which is 7 plus 5, is 12. And then you reduce it one more time. 1 plus 2, 3 is a divine messenger. The birthplace anchors her, and the sea released her. Now, when I saw that, I was like, oh, that got to me, and I've got chills right now. It got to me, I got chills. So anyway, my darlings, the last notes that I have, and then we'll get started on this other. So we're kind of getting an idea of her personality, which during tarot profiling and all this other, that's exactly what I would do. Now, if I was with law enforcement, based on what I have read and what I have here so far, I would call the law enforcement officer and say, I need to have a little chat with you, because how long has this person been missing? Is there any evidence of any concealment of her when she was missing? Obviously, she didn't fall overboard. Obviously, she did not leave of her own accord. You just don't check out, maybe. Okay, so anyway, the last I have now is about her, what I like to call the vanishing hour. And like I said, this is not meant to be disrespectful to her, family, or anyone. It's just something that happens. So the times that I found for Amy Lynn Bradley, 23 years old, at 5:15 a.m., the first stirring of energy. Numerologically, this becomes a number 3. It's the sacred triad that we talked about. It means movement, communication, the crossing of planes, and in the codex, 3 signals a shift, a call, a pull. Something may have already begun. Something was in the works at 5:15 a.m. that morning when she went missing. At 6 a.m. was the hour that her father checked in. Now this reduces to the number 6, and it's all about family, domestic harmony, spiritual responsibility. This was a protective moment of her father's instinct, but also a signal. Now the number 6 says, look deeper. Look as in evidence being right in front of you, or hidden in plain sight. I'm going to say that. Something is hidden within the energy in itself. 6:30, Amy is discovered missing. I think she was discovered missing before this, but it was an alert. This reduces again to a number 9. And the number 9 is a karmic completion, an ending, and a spiritual transition. So, and the Zelda Codex, number 9, is a closing gate. It does not always mean being unalived, okay? It means, it does suggest a journey that is about to pass that there's no coming back from. At 7:50, the alert is raised. Now, I have a question. Why did it take so long? But maybe I won't know in this session. 7:50, the alert is raised. This becomes a number 3 again, just as in the beginning, a cyclical message from the Codex. What began as a spiritual motion now echoes, and physical world, the pattern of 3, 6, 9, and 3 reflects a triadic wheel of fate. Amazing. So now here is my interpretation. 3 occurs twice. It's the beginning and the public reveal, which is a mirror effect. 9 sits at the center, which means the soul shift and the door closed. This is not just a timeline, it is a ritual signature. Something spiritual unfolded beneath the surface between those hours, those few minutes. These numbers suggest the moment of vanishing was more than physical. It was energetic. psychic, something or someone, I don't like to say this, something or someone was waiting on her, lying in wait, waiting on her. Amy Lynn Bradley, born under the sign of the seer, as in SEER, a life path number 2, traveled as a mystical soul expression number 9. With a free-spirited heart of the wanderer, which is number 5, her birth number 12 hits at a sacrifice. And her shadow, number 7, shrouds her story in secrecy. I'm not kidding. This is why I do the numbers, my darlings. This is why. The Zeldan triad of 259 marks her as one whose fate is not bound by mortal chains. So she went beyond that. So now you know why I do that first, because I think, let me put these notes away. I think that there's so much more to this than meets the eye. I don't believe that it's fate to a certain degree. But I do believe that any time we go in these situations where there's confinement of people, that we need to be aware of our surroundings. So there we are. Okay, my darlings, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to prepare now. We're going to read some cards. We're going to ask Amy's energy. Now, does that mean that she is no longer on Earth? I don't predict that kind of thing. We're going to see how strong the energy is. And we're going to ask what happened, who did it. We're going to ask all of these questions. So without further ado, my darlings, you got a minute. If you got to go, you know what, my darlings, I got to go. I'm going to tell you why. I'm making Sunday sauce on a Saturday night, and I got to stir it. Please give me a moment. Take a break. Go get a drink. Go other places, and I'll be right back. Okay? Hold on. Hello, my darlings. Okay, I'm back. That was a quick stir. All right. Now what I'm going to do is read chats and memberships and everything else at the end, if you don't mind. So thank you for that. All right. This is the time I don't like. I don't like this. I don't like this. So here we go. Let me get these cameras ready. Let me see if they are ready, my darling. I think I got enough juice on that one. I think I got enough juice on this one. I think so. Okay. So for this one, my darlings, you know what? I need to plug this in. Sorry, I know I know, Zelda. I know. There. Now we're all good. All right. We're going to hear from Amy Bradley. I would prefer that we don't talk about any other cases while we're doing this. I would prefer that, you know, if you need a minute, you need a minute, and it's okay. I don't want you to even worry about any of that. Okay? And yes, when you come in, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Both the True Oracle, both to hear. And thank you very much. Here we go, my darlings. Reading cards for Miss Amy Bradley, making sure that we are okay with that. Here goes one cam, adding that to the stage. Hello. And I'm going to turn on the spirit box, everybody. So I'm going to read quietly, and I want everybody to kind of sort of listen. Here we are. We got some things from that the other night here. And we'll see. There we go. Now I'm going to turn that on. I didn't even touch it. It went on by itself. And hello. I am going to set the meter up higher. All right. That should be picking up some things here shortly. Now we're asking for the energy of Amy Bradley. If you are out there, we ask that you come and be with us. The energy right now. Thank you. Thank you. We are grounded. We are protected. If anyone other than Amy Bradley is here, we command you to leave. All right, here we go. Yeah, okay. This is for Amy. And before we say goodnight, I'm going to leave with something pretty funny about my cats. So this first card out, my darlings, first card out. Let me turn this up. Okay, there is a lot of static there. Things are heating up. Anger. Loss. Okay, Miss Amy. I just got growled at. Hello? All right, you have to leave. You're not invited here, whoever growled. All right. Okay, Amy. There's a card that is champion. But why is this a champion? Who is a champion? Was there someone on the ship regarded as a champion, or are you regarded as a champion? Someone who thinks they were coming to your rescue, someone who did not have good intentions approached you. This is also the sign of Capricorn. Do you see the chains there? So were you fixed in a particular way? That's the yes card. Meaning she probably was bound. So, Amy, you were bound, and then what? Negotiated with. Negotiated with. There was happiness around this. Why was it happy? Why was it happy? It was a collaboration. It was a cooperation. Okay. I want you to, while I'm also reading, watch the needle on here. As it goes up, that's getting some emotion out of this. So when I said that, it went up toward the middle. So this definitely means there were more people involved than what meets the eye, most likely 3. Look at the needle, a collaboration, a cooperation. You can say something, Amy's energy out there. A completion. A completion. The needle is really going. It is, Jerry, it is really going. The Tower card. Things falling apart. Things coming to an end. Things not built on a good foundation. Whoa, whoa. I don't know what that said. But it's recording. Hi, Greenard Southern Girl. I hope you're feeling better. Can you repeat that for us, please? Can you repeat this? Oh. Shaggy Noodle walks by. Carrying. No. Carrying things forward. Sorry. Carrying. You're welcome, my darling. Carrying things. Yes, I know. These cats. Wait till I tell you. Oh my gosh. I have the chills. on that one. It said you have no. I think it said it's being recorded. I think it said you have no touch. You have no something. Woof. Is that what you heard, Roxy? I have no touch. You have no touch. Watch the needle, and that will line up there. This is a metaphorical way of saying that someone stabbed you in the back, betrayed you. This is not an unaliving card. It's a card that basically says, tomorrow is another day, the sun is coming up, but be aware of your surroundings because someone betrayed you. And the swords are air signs, and they are all about thoughts, but also communication. So someone talked her into something is what I'm getting. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. Let me put this up here. I can't turn my notifications off. So someone betrayed her with communication. Very obvious here. Oh. And there is regret, anger, upset, even guilt. Someone who, right, Sylvia's daughter, someone who was her champion, someone who she thought was a friend, someone that she thought she could trust. I didn't hear that. It's recording. Maybe we can play it back when we finish. I didn't get that. A mentor could be. Funny, but in my notes, we talked about the number 12. This is the number 12 card. She was born on the 12th. So this is about looking at things from a different perspective. Looking at things, feeling like you're dangling out there, feeling like you don't know. I didn't know what that last one was. We'll see if we can go through it because it is recording. I better see. Yeah. No. Okay, I think it records after you're done. I'm hearing hot. So this is a fiery element. With salamanders. Could that be where she is? A hot environment, salamanders. Could very well be a guy that she met. that she trusted. Remember when I said she was a Taurus? This is the significator card for Taurus. Look at the needle. We're about to get another message. Get back. Get back. Sorry, my darling. And it's somebody who thinks they got away with something. For money. This is all about a celebration. But I think this doesn't have too much to do. It's fire, but I think that it's with the number 4, 2 or a 4. Hesitation. Amy, did you hesitate in something? Did you hesitate in going with someone? Did you hesitate? Did you think twice about it? Did you hesitate about things? Well, that needle sure is going. An abrupt new beginning. Also the sign of zodiac Cancer being pulled in 2 different directions. Not able to go the way she wanted to go. But this is a card of travel. So it looks like she continued to travel, is my idea of what this means. All right, so we're going to go to this other deck. We're going to leave it here. I'm going to be interested in finding out. You know what? I would presume that it would have to dock. I don't know that much about this story, but it would have had to dock for her to get off of it. Okay, here is a bridge card. It came out that way. Outdated, expired, disused, old, new, discarded. So I think that they felt this was going to go away. Keeping a promise. And it looks like, was she involved? Amy, were you involved with someone on the ship? So the person already knows what happened. Are they not telling? Are they not telling? Copycat. So they did it before. So whatever happened to you happened before to someone else? Hater. So you feel that somebody was a hater? Trash. Throwing away, getting tossed out. That said Amy. But it was a sentence. Amy was still something. Somebody is enjoying the gossip. I don't think it said Amy get out. It said Amy was still. I'm watching the needle and I don't want to talk over this. Getting the record straight. So was there something that was reported that wasn't really true? Did you hear, was it Amy is still living? I thought it said that. I heard still living, Melissa. I thought I heard that, but I didn't want to say. It said Amy. I thought it said Amy is still living. I know I caught Amy. The still living was suspect. Thank you, Melissa. A situation is about to explode. The Shisela is about to pop off in flames. Okay, remember those cards that were fire energy. Wow, this is just, see this, imagine doing this by yourself. So are things about to start coming out after all of this time? Pardon me, I'm making noise. Did anybody catch that? A fake apology. So is someone involved in this? Faking something, faking an apology, faking. Amy, if you're there, we would like to know a location. Can you give us a location where you are? We're asking psychically now for her energy. I don't know anything about this case other than Amy was 23 years old. So did somebody try to get rid of evidence? Look at the needle, everybody. I know, right, Jerry? You ought to be here in the wee hours of the morning when Zelda turns it on and starts talking. Be careful in the chat, please, because the algorithms are getting smart. Even if we try to, I like to say giraffing, okay? So did somebody try to get rid of this energy? Evidence. I know, Green, my darling green-eyed Southern girl, you little thing. The story is on Netflix. Yeah, I know it's on Netflix. I don't want to see it. I want to get this through. I want to do a reading. I want to do all of that first, because psychically that can mess it up. I don't like to know that stuff first. I thought I heard I am still living. Melissa said, I didn't hear Amy, but I have no idea. I heard Amy in the beginning. Oh, okay. They probably did know that they hosed up. I'm sure. Zelda, if you only, my dear Standing Stones, if you only knew that she disappeared, what you said clicks with what, yeah, all I know is that she disappeared from a cruise liner, and that was it. That was it. And I had to get the times that she went missing today. I got the longitude, the latitude, all these other things, but I did not want to know the details, because sometimes details can mess things up when you're getting started like this, because you've got to not, details makes people emotional. And when you're doing an investigation, a tarot profiling, asking energy, you got to stay to the point where you're not emotional. Oh, my darling, you're okay, honey. But thank you for telling us what you heard. Thank you, Joan E. As much as I want to provide input from the movie, I totally respect and agree, Zelda, for you not to know anything more. Love you, and I love you back. Thank you for respecting that. I appreciate that very much. We have 202 people watching, and then we have 20 people watching at Fate and Fortune. So thank you so much for being here. Destroyed. Another thing. Shattered. Broken. Look at this. Hello. The F word in two places. How lucky are we? Karen, this is my first introduction to this case. Haven't heard about it, so much going on lately. Yeah. But this, I guess, I heard about it a few years ago, and then it came to light again because of the Netflix thing. And when I heard there was a Netflix, I thought, oh, I don't want to do that. Thank you so much, Joan. I have no clue what you said. Sometimes I want to say, did your mother tell you not to speak with your mouth full? Because I can't understand. I don't know what that is. Well, you have to, my darlings, when you're doing this sort of thing. The unfortunate thing about the Karen Reed case and John was I know a lot, but I try not to let that mess up anything, and I don't think it did. But in this particular thing, and that's why you're going to see me not participate in many of these, all this other sorry, I was reading the chat. So it's imperative for us to get, because we can't be emotional. And this is a very emotional case. I would be emotional. Okay, back to it. Fake friends. So from what I'm getting with this, it seems as though she met up with some people that ultimately she couldn't trust, but she did trust them. I think they told her a story that was not true. Yes, my darling, tell us which case you want to look into, okay? Recording, announcement, expression, revealing. Okay, so this tells me that whomever, if she did meet up with some fake friends, I feel there are 3 of them based on what the tarot was saying. So let's wait, okay, on this. All right, so this tells me that someone was making a record, making a note, having an idea who she is, putting gosh, that just hits me so wrong. Investigating. So this means that people now are starting, I don't think they've ever stopped investigating. I believe insecure. So I believe that they ran into a snag. And I think somebody feels that they got caught. They've maybe found some evidence, but there's not enough. No, she was born in 1974. I think this happened in the 90s. I'm not sure though. Definitely a betrayal. And isn't this amazing though? Look at this card. So we're getting conforming messages, confirmation, conforming. What, Zelda? I need a remedial English course. Let me bring out this card. We're getting confirmations. I want to pull this out. Remember this card where I said someone, I believe, betrayed her, metaphorically stabbed her in the back, not, but on a metaphorical, that's a saying. And look at this, deceit, traitor, not to be trusted, somebody, okay. Envy. When I was concentrating on this yesterday, I think that there is a female involved, but there are 3 from what I'm getting here. Thank you. So the police, it is very well known that the police and other authorities, look at the needle, everybody. I don't know what that said. Did anybody catch that? Getting a room. So, Amy, did you go to someone's room? Did you get in a room with someone? Did you go to someone's room? Total drama, yes, I think so. Because something happened while in the room. Falling apart. Falling into pieces. So while things felt like they were falling apart, things were coming together as well. So were they coming together as a plan? Did someone have a plan? It was toxic. Keeping you, so someone is keeping you a secret. That's obvious. Someone keeping you a secret. Wow. I mean, I've got this whole picture in my head. Check yourself. I think that means keeping it together. I will, my darlings. Caution. So does this mean that it should have been caution now or caution? All I know is that she went missing in the Curacao area. I think I'm saying that right. I never could say that. Don't want to hear it. So was there something that you didn't want to hear? Look at that needle. That's kind of what I was getting, Roxy, is that she met someone. Worried, sleepless nights. Thinking about things that keep you up at night. Worried, not sleeping, not being able to communicate. Okay. Now we're going to try another one. Let me get that set up. Give me a second. I'm going to take this off the thank you and goodbye. All that white noise is something else. We'll turn you off there, buddy. Okay. Goodbye. Now, we're going to try this spirit box and see what comes up. Start the session. Ask a question and simply start. Amy, can you tell us where you are? I don't use this one much because sometimes it's kind of weird. But, hey. So there's a little radar down there. I can't get any closer.
Protect.
Okay. What do you need us to protect you from? The girl above Sandra is that young girl. Gosh, I forget her name.
Yes, I can.
Okay, you can tell us where you are. The young girl is the one who is facing charges for unaliving her parents. Okay. Let me see here. No, you didn't sound bossy at all, my darling. What else?
Dorothy.
Dorothy. Who's Dorothy? Moderators for Ken. You're going to email direct. I don't know. seeingcrime@gmail.com. I can't recall her name right now. I'm very sorry, but we're going to get Sarah Grace. Thank you, Sarah Grace. Thank you, thank you. All right, Amy, who is Dorothy? Do we know a Dorothy? But you said you could tell us where you are, so can you tell us?
Abraham.
Abraham. Are these names that are there with you? Are you associated with? Are they from the ship? Who are these people? Can you tell us? Kicked to the curb.
Loneliness.
Okay, that was kind of wild. Kicked to the curb and then loneliness. So does that mean that you were left somewhere? What does that mean? Where did you go when you got off the ship? Do you know? Getting
Wyatt.
Wyatt. I don't know who Wyatt is. So we have Dorothy, Abraham, and Wyatt. Yeah, Abraham Lincoln, Wyatt Earp, Dorothy and Toto. We got to smile a little bit. This is heavy. That other big booming energy kind of.
Just love.
Just love. Okay. seeingcrime@gmail.com. Just love. Okay. Game over. What game? What game is over? What was over? Thank you to the person who sent me a Venmo. I can't look right now because I'll mess up the
Feel.
I'll mess up the camera. Feel. The words are so little here, but it's got an exclamation. I sound like Hank. I got it.
Watching.
It had an exclamation mark. Watching. Who is watching? Are people that did somebody take you and are they watching? That's, the more we get into it, the more vibe I'm getting is that she was with people on the ship. And those times that she went, that it was early, did she meet with them?
Resignation.
Did somebody resign from the ship? And I'm getting that she met somebody, but they did not have good intentions. They, from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, what I've done so far, is that most likely
Not friendly.
Okay, not friendly. I get it. That they used her to get her off the ship. And she was 23 and cute, so I'll just let your imagination. But it keeps coming that there are 3 people. Feel. That's the second time you said it. So 3 people. Were there 3 people? Were there 3 main people? Yeah, Natalie Holloway. Oh my gosh, remember that case? What a beautiful girl, too. Wow. And her mother was relentless. I don't blame.
I'm very tired.
Oh, I bet you are, my darling. I bet you are. I was talking, pardon me. It says, I am very tired. Anger management. So I think somebody turned on her, was friendly.
Our settlement.
Our settlement. I think that they were friendly to her and they buddied up to her, probably made her some promises. She probably went to somebody's room. You're 23 years old. Hello. You got some cute guy. No judgment. Do what you want.
Beginning.
Beginning. Pardon me. I'm hearing sirens. That's what I'm getting. And then I think it came time for them to get close to probably docking. And what do? I think somebody hid her.
Knife.
Probably used one of those too. Depression. I'm sure she was depressed. I'm sure all of that. I'm sure of it.
Richard.
Who's Richard? If any of you know the story and you know these names, let us know. Good question, Standing Stones. Did you go on another ship?
Sacred tomb.
Sacred tomb. Is that a metaphor? What is sacred tomb? Tired of the drama. I bet you are. But I bet other people are too. Imagine trying to stay one step ahead. Putting on a show. Okay, so that's what I've been getting.
You're respectful.
You're respectful. Thank you. Putting on a show. That's the first time I've ever had a spirit thank me. Bad choices.
Back.
Did they put you on your back? Did they try to bring you back? Do you want to come back? I'm sure all of it. Bad choices. Yes, there were some bad choices, but you're 23. Oh my gosh. If I turned the clock back when I was 23, look out. Thank God they didn't have internet. Okay, so now we're going to use the House of Zelda.
Where?
Where, with a question mark. Where, yes, where are you? Can you tell us where you are now? Yes, Standing Zone. She said sacred tomb. Is what she said. Sacred tomb.
Find my body. Am I on video?
Yes. 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 You are on video now. You were not on video then. I don't think. I think that was before video. So
Morgue.
that says morgue. So I think she's trying to tell us something. Okay. Let's get to the cards. Give me some direction here. You kind of threw me there, energy. You kind of threw me there. Are you in a country that has a sacred tomb around?
You pull in what you embody.
You pull in what you embody. You pull in what you embody. I guess that means you reap what you sow. Can you... Somebody just sent another Venmo. Thank you so much. It helps so much. I have to be really careful because, you know, I don't want to be
Medieval.
So what? I don't know that area. I've never been there. Don't plan on going. Is there a medieval sacred tomb around? I guess she's not limited to that particular area. In fact, I don't think that she was there. I think that they whisked her somewhere else.
Water in the glass.
Water in the glass. Pretty talkative. Pretty talkative. Okay, we're going to ask you some questions. The universe knows the truth. Yes, they do. God knows. Yes, Mexico. Are you in Mexico? I agree, Zelda. I think you're correct. Okay, my darling. Thank you. Challenge. What would you like to challenge? Were you challenged? Haunted by the past. Are you still here, Amy? Are you still... As your spirit moved on?
I died suddenly. We're all good.
Okay. Okay. Just wanted you all to see that. This has kind of made me pale. All right, so if this is Amy's energy, do you know where you are located right now? Do you know? Can you tell us? Where are you located?
It's them.
It's them. What about them? What is happening? Who are them? A lesson? What is the lesson?
Worship.
Worship. Okay, so it's them, meaning, is it them that's near a sacred tomb? Is it there that's, my voice is cracking, I'm sorry. Is it them that is
Torch.
torch? So there's a torch. Help is coming from the cosmic unknown. So that might be it.
Peter.
Who's Peter? Sacred tomb, sacred. She could have very well been forced to be another person. Who's Peter? Unexpected. So all of this was unexpected. I'm positive. I'm sure.
My name is Ethel.
Oh. Ethel, your name is Ethel. Ethel, what can you tell us about Amy? Because we want to speak to Amy, so if you don't mind. I think it's about like John O'Keefe. See, there was a burning desire. So I think there was all of this
Shout.
energy going on. And then I think what happened is she probably went to somebody's room and they probably gave her a drink. Why do I get that it's a yellow drink? Why it was a yellow drink? You know how some drinks, I don't drink. No problem for those that have a drink. I don't.
Always together.
Always together. But I think it was a yellow drink. Did someone see you in Barbados? The truth is being hidden. That does not surprise us.
Daniel.
Daniel, who's yellow. Oh my gosh, yellow. Cruise ship pina colada, screwdriver. Yellow is the suspect's name? Oh. Oh.
Pagan.
Pagan. Okay, so this makes sense. It's near a sacred tomb. It would be pagan. Wow, yellow. Unexpected news. Is there something about this case that is going to come to light very soon?
Behind the door.
Oh, was someone waiting for you behind the door when you went into the room? That makes sense. Someone was for wealth. I kind of like this talker here. It's a talker.
Feel my caring presence.
You're actually speaking in sentences, which is a good thing, instead of feeling my caring presence. Thank you. We are feeling your caring presence. So was someone lying in wait? They were hiding. Were they hiding behind a door, or were you kept behind a door? If this was somebody on the ship.
John.
John. Is John there with you? Is John? John, are you there? Can you encourage Amy to continue to talk? So, you know,
Grandfather.
If this is someone that If this is someone who was on the crew,
Virginia.
yes, she was born in Virginia, Petersburg, Virginia, near Richmond. So if someone was on the ship and they were hiding you, they would know places to hide you, and they would have time enough to hide you.
Share my story.
Yes, that's exactly what we want to do. We want to get this out to everyone. And your story is being told on Netflix right now. I don't know if you know that. Now I don't know if I can watch it. Smiling Sleuth had said a little bit ago, no. Travel. So did you did
Calm.
Okay. Did you think that it was a game? Did you just think that this was something that, was just playing? Travel. So definitely you were traveling, but where? There's a map on here. It's not big enough. Where is the map? I remember when it happened. I remember. The first thing that went through my mind? If that were
Olivia.
Olivia. What went through my mind was that if this were my child, my son or my daughter, how can you leave and go back home? That's the first thing that I think. Baby. Did you have a baby, Amy? So there was a plan. Was this a plan when they met you? Was this a plan or after? Did things get out of hand? My darlings, I'm going to get through this deck of cards. Then we're going to just kind of calm down a little bit. We'll do this again. We're definitely going to do this.
The clock rings.
The clock rings. So the clock ticks. What clock? Is there a ship clock? Wisdom is needed. Yeah, I think in these types of cases, there can be things.
Old watch.
Old watch. That's a ship term. That is a ship term. And in these types of cases, the show 48 Hours, that's very true. Because things happen so quickly. If they hid her, if she was in someone's room, okay. If she was in someone's room.
I'm on my way.
Okay. Where? If she was in someone's room, they had minutes, not hours, to decide what they were going to do, especially if she had a drink, because I keep getting this yellow-like drink. Falsehood, being lied to. So she was definitely lied to and made to believe that
touch.
So she was lied to, made to believe that something was going to happen that really wasn't. and then abandoned. So they,
Brilliant.
okay, brilliant. Okay. So then I'm thinking that when they completed this first task and took her, they abandoned her. They abandoned her.
Sebastian.
Who is Sebastian? See, all these names we don't know. Detective law enforcement.
To cross.
To cross. Isn't there some type of cross in like the straits or something? Travel like that. There's some type of, they call it the cross. I'm going to tell you guys, my darlings, I love you, but I'm not looking at the chat because I don't, you see what's scrolling down here?
Died a long time ago.
I would just prefer not to know what the details are so I can decide what's going on here. So if you don't mind, and I appreciate it. So seek higher wisdom.
Sculpture.
Okay, so there's a sculpture nearby. So we've got a sacred tomb, a sculpture, and a cross. Rio? Could it be Rio? Did you get to Rio?
Leah.
Leah. Love is behind this. I think she really liked someone and they were certainly not who they said they were going to be. What does Rio have?
Smiling child.
Smiling child. That could mean a lot of things. A secret. The key, obviously, happened a while. Let's be careful, please, in the chat. I'm seriously,
Car.
Car. So were you taken in a car? I'm probably going to turn the comments off for this video because I've lost my ad revenue the last 2 or 3 streams because of comments afterward.
Emotion.
So this is emotional. And there's a little icon beside this word that looks like a cross. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn the comments off because I can't afford. Seriously, my darlings, this turned into a big part of my income.
Usually.
If I lose it, I won't stream again. Usually. Secret. Okay. Poetic justice. So will justice come? Will someone find justice for you? Is there justice coming? It was a man.
Touch.
It was a man. Touch. It was a man. Okay. All right. There's another pathway ahead.
Terry.
You're giving all these names, and I don't know who they are. You probably know them, and we don't. Time is needed. There's been a lot of time. But is this a metaphor? You talked about a clock. Time.
(1950s).
1950s. Gee, even I wasn't alive back then. The pieces of the puzzle are coming together.
Infinite peace.
Infinite peace. So, Amy, are you at peace now? Obviously, that's what you're telling us. A woman. See, I just think there were three and one was a woman. The one card said envy. Got a little knock.
Life changes.
Life changes. A childlike new beginning. So it sounds like where you are now is better than Sherry, I do that, but the problem is YouTube still holds the comments
To go beyond.
to go beyond. And it doesn't matter if they are held, if they're made. It's just like marking a YouTube video unlisted or private is still in the algorithm in YouTube, and it unfortunately doesn't matter. Because believe me, I got words in there I would have never said in my life. But it's still, when they hold comments, because they don't automatically delete them. They will after 60 days, but I have to race in there and delete them. Otherwise,
Heat.
Heat. Okay, so we were talking about the fire element cards. Fire, somewhere with salamander, somewhere with a little, gosh, what am I thinking? It is Rio. Change directions. Why do I think it's Rio?
Had a hard life.
Had a hard life. And there's an angel icon beside that. So does that mean, Amy, it's time to look closer? It's all about timing. I think there's been some timing issues here. I think.
Hello, friend.
Hello. Hello, friend. Iguanas, yes. Night of the Iguana. Oh my gosh, did anybody ever see that? Hello. Oh, honey, I see your comments all the time. And of course.
Lights off now.
Lights off now. Does this mean you have to go? Yeah, I love that movie too. Yeah, Attorney Melanie Little has the same problem. So it's not just me. YouTube is cracked down. I get it though, and I appreciate it because I don't want trolls, whatever. Not that you guys are. I'm not saying anything about you guys. This is serious. Yes, it is.
Lamp.
Lamp, as in lamp. So you said lights off and then lamp. So justice is coming. So Amy, just so you know, if this is you and your energy, you will have justice. A wolf in sheep's clothing. So yes, I believe it's been established.
Vincent.
Okay. I believe it's been that it's been established that someone has definitely, we know someone did this. She's not going to walk off the ship.
Choice.
Did you have a choice? But I think the established is people were not who they said they were, and they lured her in. That's the wolf in sheep's clothing. And of course, in the tarot, it said, thinking that they got away with
Children
something.
playing.
Children playing. Stolen. So there was money stolen. Money stolen. Missing information. I'm going to tell you very truthfully. For anybody,
Love, joy, peace.
love, joy, peace. That makes my heart feel better. For anybody who watches the Netflix, I'm getting there's so much more than what they're even putting in that documentary, or that they've ever let the public know.
Worship.
Worship. So there was a church, there's a sacred tomb. No, I'll tell you what, Jerry is doing a spectacular job. She's watching both channels, and so is Mrs. Marie. Missing evidence, overlooked evidence. Okay, that's exactly what I'm saying, that there's all the evidence.
Collapse.
Collapse. There's a key beside that word, a little emoji. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a little key there. It's a talk.
Hit.
Hit. And with a key. So did someone give you a key to some place? Contact is coming to you. Does that mean to you or to me?
I feel the pain.
You feel the pain. Okay. Seek more knowledge. Yeah, I think there needs to be expand. I'm hearing expand, like an expand. Don't just, but it's so hard and so expensive, but don't just dedicate an investigation in one
Choice.
small nucleus. It needs to be expanded. A key. That secret key came out. Time to rest. I think that she was tired, invited back to someone's room, a stateroom, and behind the door was someone. There was.
I'll use my voice.
Okay, we welcome that. There was someone there. I believe she had, I keep seeing that drink. It's like a tropical drink, a yellow drink, tropical. And that early in the morning, I mean, hello, why not?
A lot.
A lot. Did they drink a lot? Did you drink a lot? Do the right thing.
Flower.
Flower. There's a caution card or caution symbol beside that flower. Every time I see this, she's a
Port.
She's a talker. Port. Okay, what port were you in? What port were you in? This says answer the call. So what call would it be? Do you call to a port? Yeah. Could they have called you?
People are coming.
Are people coming to see? Okay. All right. Will they know where to go? Port of call. There you go. Thank you. Answer the call. Port of call. Thank you so much, everyone.
Victorian.
Victorian. So, gosh, that could mean a lot of things. Victorian era was the beginning of the last century. Then you say the 1950s. So are there buildings that are Victorian there? Most likely.
Great.
Great. Okay. Great. The next 30 days are important. Amy, if this is you, you can move things around to help find you. Look harder.
Lady attacks persons.
So there was a female involved. And she attacks people. Female involved and attacks people. So you were out celebrating.
Be careful with yourself.
Did someone say that, or are you telling me that? I think someone told you that. I think you were out celebrating. You got invited. There was the drinking. You got invited to
loneliness.
You were lonely. You got invited to somebody's room. You liked this person. There could have been another woman there. I feel somebody was hiding behind the door based on what you're saying. So they were juggling things until the ship came in. Until the ship made it to a port of call.
Wealthy.
Well, okay. Somebody wealthy. There are 2 ships in this card. So did you go from one ship to another? Were you accompanied by a wealthy person? So someone is standing there offering money.
Don't forget me.
We're not, darling. Nobody, believe me, nobody can forget you. See, you got your picture up right here on the corkboard. You're not going anywhere. So there was an offering of
Listen,
money.
intuition.
Okay, listen, intuition. I'm listening. So someone was offering money. Were they offering money for you? So I'm getting there was another woman that was in a room that she was invited to, and it took her by surprise.
I have no regrets.
Okay. So this is a card that is a season of Sagittarius, but also a card of saying there is a much higher power over this. And there was...
Listen for my voice.
Okay, I'm listening. There are 2s here in this card. Juggling. So was something juggling? There was that other 2 of... So 2, but this angel wings go off the frame of the card. So there was something much bigger.
To understand.
To understand. Something much bigger to understand. Having one foot in this world and having another foot in the next. So were you knocked out? Were you... I'm going to be careful, everybody. Were you knocked out?
Step.
Step. Okay. Pardon me, I know that bottle's making noise. My nose got a little athletic there for a moment. So there's flowers, and you mentioned flowers. So what about the flowers? But look at the water. You're on surface.
Come here.
Come here. I would if I could, my angel. So there is water there and traveling on another path until they got to a place that they were going to get.
Charlotte.
These are irises. Charlotte. Charlotte. This is a person who has been enlightened.
Mud.
Mud. Okay. That makes sense. Seeking medical attention. People coming together. in a strength-oriented way. This person has the robes of the high priestess on, which means there's a mystery and something hidden. And this person has
port.
Port. Okay. So this person has on the outfit of the Fool, which means, and they're negotiating. So were they negotiating a brand new beginning? All water come from the high priestess. Hilda. All water in the tarot comes from the high priestess robes. So there's something hidden around the water. There's an enlightenment around the water. There's coming together, negotiating, but there's medical attention that is needed.
There's a painting.
There's a painting. Yes, there is. I have it right over here. So that means you must be here. It's the one Standing Stones gave me. There is a painting. Wow, that's pretty awesome. This Fool standing here can represent someone and asking for a new beginning, negotiating for a new beginning, wiping the slate clean, thinking. Mental eyes. Okay. Thinking you're going to go off the edge and you don't. An infinite amount of strength. Oh my goodness, look who showed up, the high priestess. And we're just talking about, see? Okay, so this tells me there's no gray area.
Find solutions and support.
Find solutions and support. We do everything that we can. This is telling me that there is a much higher realm. She's holding the book of the Torah, which happens to be the first 5 books of the Bible, which happens to be
stay calm.
Okay, which happens to be, did they tell you that? It's funny because this high priestess is wearing a cross, and there is a cross beside this word. So,
embrace life's unfolding plan.
Embrace life's unfolding plan. That's pretty deep. So this high priestess is saying, anyway, she's holding the book of the Torah, first 5 books of the Bible written by Moses, also called the Septuagint. So that means there's a new beginning. But where did the Old Testament take place?
Light.
So did you travel from the Mediterranean and into the Middle East? Did you travel? There's no gray area. Let's keep going. A financial new beginning, someone coming out of
painting.
Do you like the painting that I have? But are you talking about another painting? Is there a painting that is significant? This benevolent hand coming out of the heavens to help.
Challenge.
Challenge. Okay, so it looks like people, it's a recognition of, be careful what you put in the chat, please, okay? Thank you. King of Swords. The legal negotiation part. The putting things in place. Ready to stand up, face things head on. Having the sword cut both.
Lady.
Lady. That's what I was thinking, Christ the Redeemer in Rio. So this is the Queen of Wands, fiery, cat, open doors.
Warm.
Okay, so warm. So you were in a warm place. You were in a warm place. Are you in a warm place now? What does this card mean to you? It is the sign of Scorpio. You're not a Scorpio, you're a Taurus. What does this mean to you?
I'm alive.
You're alive. Okay. Okay. That's so funny that I didn't even mention that. This flag is a harvest flag. So were you part of a harvest? Were you
Collapse.
collapse? Here is the Queen of Cups on water. So there's a lot of memories and a lot of things that people have to remember. Holding on to good times. Holding on tightly. Saving. Trying to be grounded. Trying to
Go deeper.
Okay. Okay. Go deeper. So trying to make it ashore. Make it to ground. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Yes, the world knows for sure. But there are 4 other people that know. So 3 people.
This is amazing.
It's amazing. Okay, I'll take that. And look, everyone, there is a key beside that word. Yeah. Oh no, please do not tell me that Stevie Nicks.
I don't mean to scare you.
You're not scaring me a bit. No, no. Oh my gosh, wait, what? Did Stevie Nicks hold the phone a minute? We have to find out if Stevie Nicks passed away. Gosh, I just hope not. CNN has, oh no.
Nothing ends.
Nothing ends. That's right. Wow. We had Ozzy. We had Ozzy. We had Hulk Hogan. We talked about Walton.
Upstairs.
Okay. Upstairs. I don't know what you're talking about, good psychic. So, yeah, I think it's true. Okay.
Wait.
Wait. Okay. What do you want us to wait on? Mike Tyson, too? Oh my gosh, what's going on? All of these people. They are Scorpions. I'm thinking, I keep getting Rio. I keep getting Rio.
Acknowledge.
Acknowledge. Okay, so whatever happened, whatever happens, happens swiftly. Okay, hold on.
My life was short.
Your life was short. Okay. All right. Okay.
Old chair.
Old chair. We're going to find out in a minute if Stevie is gone.
Violate.
Who's violated? I don't see anything. I see that Ozzy, but that would be all over X. I don't see it. That doesn't mean anything, though.
Hit.
Hit. Okay, that's the second time. Okay, so we're gonna get off this Stevie Nick thing. I don't know. All right. This happened quickly. Okay, thank you. Stevie is still with us. Okay.
Stay calm.
Yes. Stay calm and carry on. Look, my darlings, there is the Fool card. Now remember what I said? Concerned about Jerry, please just get rid of him. Thank you so much. I don't like the chat being
Catherine.
disrupted and telling me a good psychic would know better. A good psychic knows when to. Okay. Let me see if I.
Argue.
East Coaster. Name is Walton. I'm going to look for him because I want I want the honor of tossing him if he hasn't been tossed already.
Over here.
There we go. I found him. Over here. Goodbye. Well, that felt so good. Walton has been gone. All right. Over here. The Fool going in a different direction, thinking there's a start over.
Help us.
Help us. Are you being held against? So someone needs to come and face what is happening. Not done yet. See how the sword goes off the frame of the card. What time is it?
I like music.
I like music too. The Emperor card. Knowing, I call it the King Solomon card, knowing yeah, I like that. Did you guys like that? When I said, oh no, not Nikki or Stevie Nicks, and he said, well, any good psychic would know that. I also know that you cheat on your taxes, so you better be careful.
Need trust.
Need trust. Okay. The Emperor. So someone who has authority, someone was looking. Did someone get close? Thank you, Rosebud, my darling.
Miss.
Miss. As in, you've got it capitalized. So it means a female. So where you are, you feel like you may be winning. You know what, Roxy? I think that's a great question. Is it easier for her to talk to us because she's been gone longer?
I used to live here.
I used to live here. So it seems like she wants to get some communication out. But I'm looking at the time, my darlings, and this is what I want to do. We are going to continue with this. And we, my darlings, and I'm going to say good night. We're going to stop that session. And I don't know anything about the case. I don't watch any of that. Anybody who has it on, I don't want to, because I want to keep things organic. I don't want to know. I want the cards to tell us. I want to know all these things. That's what I'm getting. That's what I've wanted to get. Let me get out of this stream here. So with that being said, my darlings, because I treat this as though law enforcement comes to me. Now, obviously they're not, but I treat this as though law enforcement comes to me and says, look, we want you to look into this. And I approach things differently. I don't, and you see that by knowing me now. I'm not a woo-woo person. I don't get in the woo-woo, but I believe that numbers and ley lines, latitude, longitude, tells a lot about people, about all kinds of different things. So I'm going to read these little things that I've got here. And Jerry says to set your notification. And I'm glad that she said that, because that's the reason I started this. Is because when you go in and click the notification bell, there's usually a drop down or some type of hamburger menu or whatever. You have to click all. Don't, because I think it defaults on the personal or personalized. So click on all, and then it will help you get your notifications if you're not getting them. I'm here, it goes through spurts. There's times I don't even get notifications for things. I set notifications for myself just to make sure. And half the time I don't even, sometimes I see them come in. Sometimes I see them come down, whatever. So there we go. All right. So thank you very much for that reminder, Jerry. Born a Hawkeye is a new member. I think Born a Hawkeye, renewed her membership, and it is much appreciated and very welcomed. And we love the members here. Thank you so very much. Much love to you. Florida Fan, we read yours already, but it's worth a second go. I'm doing a European river cruise in a few weeks, and that is a huge for me. I can imagine. You're going to have to let us know how much fun you have, though. I know you will. For sure, I either went down for a ship or, oh my gosh, bless your heart. We're not even going to say it out loud. We're not going to say it out loud. Kath, my darling, became a YouTube member. Thank you so much for that. And I think you did mention that you got a bracelet, and you are very welcome. I'm so glad that you like it. Laren D Designs, love you, Zelda. I love you back, my darling. I pray she is found. Me too. We all do. Thanks for all you do on blessings. Well, if I was any type of psychic, I would have known that. I get that often, though. I just want y'all to know. I get that often because people want to believe a psychic and walk down the street and look over there and say, oh, that person's got to go to the bathroom in about 13 minutes. For some of us, it doesn't work that way. Some do. Used to when I was young. Whoa, that was hard to control. But I got to tell you something that is really funny, and you guys are going to love it because this was kind of heavy tonight. I'm going to see if I can, and if any of you get those messages that were talked about in the previous spirit box, let me know. Let me know. Put a spell on him. I don't have to put a spell. He put a spell on himself. Like I said, cheats on his taxes. He better not be a bad boy. You're going to love this. So I use Advantage Flea Control for the kitties. And they got along fine, but I noticed that Scooby-Doo was just practically digging her little fur completely out and was about raw. So I called a holistic vet. You're going to love this. And she says, what you need to do, they're taking advantage. Yes. Well, don't do advantage, do frontline, but get them through this time. Give them a little bit of Zyrtec, not much. And I had wee little tablets. And she said, you can crush one of those because they have wet food every morning for breakfast. But I split one can between them. And I put a little water with it so it's easier on the bellies. They're older. So I put that in there. I put the Zyrtec in their food per the veterinarian. I'm going to tell you what, they had breakfast yesterday morning. They fell asleep and were laying right here on the duvet right beside me. And this was morning. I think it was like something like 8. They're always looking at me in the morning. No kidding. It's kind of like I wake up and I see Oh, you decide to wake up now. We're starving to death. That's the look. So it's hilarious. They ate at something like 8 8 o'clock in the morning. They did not wake up until about 7. I mean, they woke up. They were okay. They'd get up and go to the bathroom. They'd come right back, and all of them were snuggled in a pile. And they were all looked like they had been on a big bender at Woodstock, if you know what I mean. And yeah, it was Zyrtec, the antihistamine. That's correct, for allergies, because they're allergic. I did not know. So from now on, it's got to be frontline. It cannot be advantage, because bless their little hearts. And I'll tell you what, in the South, woofy. In the South, the fleas, I mean, they could be the state animal. So yeah, and they were just itchy, diggy all the time. And it wasn't the fleas, it was just they were itchy. And I would put a little bit of olive oil. But the other thing that I just thought was so amazing is that she said, give it to them. And I just thought that was hilarious. And they're still, I mean, they're okay. I'm going to probably give it to them about once a week. Not only that, she said to pour, yeah, I do the dishwater thing. Thank you so much, Mercury Star. I do that. And I do salt. Sometimes once a week before I go to bed, I take salt and sprinkle it in the carpet. That helps. But it's so hilarious because she said, do you have 100% coconut water? And I said, no. And she said, get some. And then don't pour it over them. You take a cloth, like a soft towel. You put the coconut water in the soft towel and you dab it on them. These babies have, I mean, you saw Shaggy walking around here tonight, but it is like they are in a different dimension. Pardon me. They are so calm. And they love the coconut water, and they're not, because it was just driving me crazy, is the lick at night. You would just hear them lick, and it's like, oh my gosh. And now they're just sleeping tight. But it was so funny because I got up this morning because I was teasing them about being Woodstock kitties, if you know what I mean. And I got up this morning, their water bowls were empty, their dry food bowl was empty, and they're looking at me like, we've got the munchies, and you're not around. Where have you been? Laying in the bed. And the way that it cracked me up, because my Sammy, she is the paper towel girl. She has to have a paper towel. Don't ask me why. Been like that since she's a baby. But a paper towel, she has to have one. And she'll go at it, rip, where she is, and then she'll lay among all that. Well, she had her paper towel. She's over here now. She's laying with an old phone of mine. Don't ask me. I think she's expecting a call. And that's it. Riley is laying right beside Riley and Bilbo are laying right beside my card case. I looked at him a little bit ago, and like Bilbo was sitting there and had his little arm up on the card case, like, you know, just wanting to have a conversation. And it just cracks me up. So I just wanted to share that because I was thinking there's been a couple of times, and I know a couple of people have written and said, your cats are so distracting. And you know what? I agree. So sometimes they are, and I get it. But anyway, my darlings, I want to thank you so much for being here tonight with me. I think this was an amazing first session that we've had. We're going to, I'm sure we're going to have more. And I'm sure that there's going to be more for other people to come true. Some people were asking me about some of the children that are missing, and I'm so sorry. I just can't do it anymore. When I was younger, I could do it. I can't hack it. And I know that that just irks a lot of people. Now, if the family came to me, I would not turn them down. But, anyway. So, coconut water, I'm seeing Sherry. Coconut water is healing. It's like calms and soothes the skin, and they use it on animals that have psoriasis. Now, I'm not giving any medical anything like that. I'm just saying what my kitties are doing. So, call them mellow yellow. Yep, that's right. That's right. Olive clove. I've used olive, but boy, sometimes the fleas where I am right now can be absolutely treacherous. Now, they don't bother me, but my son will be eat up. So, we have to be careful with that. But anyway, my darlings, it has been so fun to be with you tonight. I have been very careful putting out content just because, quite frankly, I cannot afford to lose my monetization. Not your fault, but you see how people like to come in and be ugly about a few little things and start rumors and being ugly. And I am being very cautious and careful. There's a lot of things going on. I'm going to be back at it. No worries. No worries. And I just want you to know that, again, this coming Wednesday night at 7 p.m., DJ Boston Bea, Calling All Beings, we're going to take a ride in the yellow cab, and they're going to be coming over to visit us. Now, you do not want to miss this because we're going to have a lot of fun. And I don't mean maybe. I know we will. I want you to don't. Did you hear that? I am educated. I want you to don't miss that episode. Anyway, my darlings, I appreciate you so much. I wish you to have an absolutely beautiful Sunday. Enjoy your day. Eat some good food. Drink some good things. We love you. And we love these people asking for divine healing protection on, well, there's two here. Hello. Divine healing and protection for all of them. Okay, we got it down. Thank you again, my darlings, for being here. Much love to you. Hang out because I'm going to play the outro. Y'all can say goodbye to each other. And thank you to those who sent over the Venmos. Hey, it helps with the Dairy Queen cotton candy blizzards. They're going to be going away pretty soon. Okay. Anyway, my darlings, hang out, get this outro, and I will see you all very soon. Much love, and thanks for being here. Bye for now.
They'll tell you the facts are clear, but the truth always flickers between the lines. In every shadow, there's a secret that refuses to stay buried. Clues hide in symbols, and sometimes even fate won't show its hand. Voices echo not just from the living, but from the silence they leave behind. I'm Lady Zelda. This is Seeing Crime, where what's hidden doesn't stay hidden for long. Until next time, keep watching.